of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Ready, set. Ready. 60 Vikings, 60, Mustang 19. Ready.
Here's Ward to throw right away.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
You look at this Steeler defense.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they approached up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Ready. Viking 18.
Throwing now, Ward.
And his throw is incomplete.
Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
Throwing to start the drive. Beverly.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept away and boom, over the crossbar.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Bravo 80. 19 Wyatt.
To throw is Ward.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Titans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over the pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. As you'll
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 8.
got his man. It's Warren.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Beverly.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And down to the 28-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. Nobody's supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And that's going to be incomplete. The Steelers at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Again, he'll drop to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Let's go now. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Beverly. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Haven't had a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4.
Let's go. Panther 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Beverly to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
And still yet to find the end zone. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted.
The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look at repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
You look at his Steeler defense. They'll come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
19, 18.
Play action. It's Ward. He'll try and do this himself. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Ready?
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal. 18. Ready?
Off play action. Beverly. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
He's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
19. Tiger, 19, Tiger. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Out of the gun, Ward. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look,
He's got him in, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Operating from the gun, Beverly. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
On the set.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 40 yards. And the Steelers have retaken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right?
In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off play action, Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one too low. Now a 2nd and 10.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
On the go.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 42.
Throwing to start the drive. Beverly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Steelers 20, Titans 10. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
their own 23-yard line.
Charles, after they had built up some momentum, they were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Levis looking to throw. That's complete to DK.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Now Levis. That one's taken in by Spears.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Levis sets up to throw here.
That's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards.
And the Titans have cut it back within a score.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now he's going to step up and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking over, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Beverly. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense.
And it's intercepted. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what?
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Levis to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for him?
Levis back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run in the coach?
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. you might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Harris to return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
49, right 49.
Here's Levis. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. They'll try and run it right. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines to run away for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On the return, Austin. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
16 yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf from 19 yards away. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Unable. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2nd and 6. Hand off to Spears. We're still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Spears with another carry.
They won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
22 window, 22 window.
They do go for it. Here's Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Not often the 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
First down, Tennessee.
Back to throw. It's Levis.
Finding Shorts complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. He's going to let this go for the end zone.
Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Levis out of gun on 3rd down. And he is caught.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Check that. Here we go. Shot. Prep. 70. Go.
Following the fumble recovery, Beverly. Short throw to Smith. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Operating from the gun, Beverly. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Cougar 19.
They run. It's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Running a jet sweep. This is Austin. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Red. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. Beverly completes it to Austin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Back to throw. Beverly firing quickly here, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Beverly. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Levis. A short throw taken in by Conquo. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And here's a give to Spears. Able to power through. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Levis now off of play action. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
54, right 54. Right 54, limit. Right 53. Donnie.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Right 13, right 13.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And there's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to flip football.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the way it's thrown. You know, with that type of throw, with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, you take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste a type of performance from these ace pass rushers. I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And the Steelers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Glass. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Titans.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A nice little juke. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now. Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. got his man. It's one. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15 he goes.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 19-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Glass. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Glass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Glass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
19 Lions. Check out.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Levis. Schwartz has got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Levis to throw. A short throw taken in by Conquo. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Like 13. And 18.
Levis, he'll look to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Right 13, right 13. And 18, stand up.
Here's Levis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Glass. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. 70 line, come 19, come 18, Rattler, 18.
Operating from the gun. Glass. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And they move this all the way down